It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Ravens and the Eagles on Thursday night primetime.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we are back to football. It's the Thursday opener for 2024 as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games,
with fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And taken right on the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
That one into the hands of Flowers. Muscles him off. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Ravens.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Flowers. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. A toss left. Henry. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw.
Under pressure, they got him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson.
He'll find Bateman once more. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Jackson from the shotgun. Escapes the sack. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Tucker's kick is good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll look to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone for the Eagle touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Second down, they go again with Henry. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Jackson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
A short throw caught by Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 21-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Henry again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out.
And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Hurts throws complete to Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now
as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The quick feet by Jackson. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Baltimore.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Jackson now. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. From the 31, Hurts. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And Walker has it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll square off against the Cincinnati Bengals. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being over in Arlington, where it'll be America's team, the Cowboys, taking on the Cleveland Browns. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him. as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They go play action with Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Jackson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Touchdown. Zay Flowers. 30 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 20.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now a throw here to his running back. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Dance into it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them, Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And it's caught on the deflection, and this is going to be a touchdown. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll go to Barkley again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down now. Shipley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start with a give to Henry. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the Ravens' 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the
take ready. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That'll be caught by Shipley. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. From the 21, here's second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now. Trying to find that pride inside of them that allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Now Jackson on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard
They'll
line.
drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Running left, it's Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season.